for the first part of the first two measures is the two whole notes in the A for the timpani. Kaylee, could you play that for me?
Of course.
All right. And the note is gonna continue on up until measure basically 192. So then that's when you can go ahead and start reading the tuba part right there. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do a run through when everybody's ready. What? Yep, that O. Oh, I'm sorry. One more time. Can I hear measure 195 up until 197, and I'm going to hold each half note as they go on. So everyone who has half notes, which is a lot of the ensemble, at measure 195. Oh, at Q actually, it's 3 measures before that. Alrighty. I want to hold each half note as they go on. So, ready? Note at 197, start with the A, and then I would like to hear the E, and then the C sharp. So everyone who has an A, I would like to hear the first note. Then I'll gradually bring everyone in. So let's start with the A. It's measure 193. There's 2 different parts. There's a main melody going da 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 da, and then there's also a background part going 1 2 3 bop, 1 2 3 bop, and then it goes to the whole note. So I'd like to separate that. Let's start off with the melody first. So if you have ba 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 ba, we're going to go all the way up into Q. Okay?
Can you give us that in relation to a rehearsal number?
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 before Q. Okay. I think we could do that again and do it a little bit better this time. Let's just actually just do start off where, yeah, let's just do that again, I'm sorry. Okay? That was a lot better this time. I really like that this time. Okay, now let's go for the 1 2 3 bop. Anybody who has that that rhythm, I want to hear that. Okay? Well, I'm sorry. Okay, ready? Okay, good. That sounded great. Now, what I'm wanting to focus on is at P, the melody's being passed around the ensemble. First, it starts off with the cornets, and then it moves on to the trombone. and it goes back to the cornets, and then finally the main melody goes up to the flutes. The melody sounds da 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 still again. So I want to start off actually at P and just really pay attention to the melody. Is there anybody on cornet right now? You're playing the cornet part? Okay. The melodies really got brought out that time. Now what I'm wanting to see is that at the very end of this, it crescendos into the next part. So I want to definitely hear that change in dynamic when it measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 after P, and it moves into hold on, in measure 194, it has the forte. A lot of people have that dynamic marking. I want to hear the crescendo from measure 192 or 6 after P. Okay, sorry. So let's start actually at P. Change in that. Now what I'm wanting to work on is at measures, let's actually start at O. And does everyone see after the 2/4 bar, after O, the melody starts in again, da, 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 but this time it starts off in forte and then goes back into piano. So it softens as it goes on, and then it goes back into forte at measure 1 again, or at measure 4. So actually, let's start at the 2 before, or the 2 after O, or the 2/4 after O. Okay? I'm sorry. Everyone at, okay. I'm being confusing. I am so sorry. So the whole ensemble at measure 181, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 after O at the 2/4. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Let's put it all together.
Performance ready, Wyatt? Would you put that on the stage?
Not quite.
Okay, then dig in. You got a minute.
Okay. Let's do measure 181 again, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 after O again. And me personally, I did not get the forte. So let's try that one more time and try to go with the forte. Start with the forte, moving into piano at the next measure. So, everyone?
I have a question though before
Yeah.
you do that. When you say moving into piano?
Oh, it starts in the first part, the crescendos. It starts off in forte, decrescendos into piano.
Actually, it doesn't.
Oh.
It's just the flute part
Just
with
the flute.
and the saxophone part and the timpani part, the diminuendos.
All right.
Because you see how the diminuendo
Yeah,
is
I
only
see
under
it
those
now.
parts? So
Yeah.
everyone else stays forte. So
Okay.
when you said that to them, they were very
It's confusing. Okay. Yeah.
Try that.
Okay.
All right, so Wyatt, how'd it go?
I think it went all right. I was very nervous and I was confusing a lot whenever I used words.
I agree that you were very confusing to them. But now all of you hopefully understand the importance of when there's a piece that doesn't have measure numbers in it, of passing
Yeah.
out a little cheat sheet to your ensemble the first day they have that piece and saying, okay, at letter O is measure, whatever it is, 174. Letter P is measure 187. And please give them an assignment. Mark your measure numbers in your music by the next class or something like that. Because could you all see how confusing it was to not have that information? So as a teacher, your job is to pass out a cheat sheet the first day you do a piece so you can save yourself rehearsal time. Because if you have to constantly count before and after P, O, Q, whatever, you're gonna waste so much time. Okay? Good. So what else aside from that you were a little confusing in your mind?
I'm not for sure, honestly. I know that I was confusing. My conducting wasn't exactly great for the part too. I know I wasn't really showing the dynamics that I was wanting, that I kept expressing to them or telling them to do.
And also, Wyatt, you really need to keep just working on 1, 2, 3, 4, because you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
1, and there's sometimes tempo in it and sometimes not.
Okay.
So turn the metronome on, whatever the tempo is you want to go, and practice bouncing off the plane on each one so that it's really clear instead of slice, 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 slice. Okay? Comments for Wyatt, everyone?
I thought you really knew what you wanted, but at the same time, every time you said something, you apologized.
Yeah, I get
So
you.
I wouldn't say sorry, I'd just be like, oh, okay, and just say it in a different way and just move on. Because every time you apologize,
Okay.
it kind of shows that you are unsure.
Yeah. Yes?
I feel like you were kind of like what we as musicians do sometimes, like we're like, oh crap, I made a mistake. And you thought about what you were doing, and that just caused you to make more mistakes and get more confusing.
Yeah.
So like, if you could just like take a breath and calm down. I know it's like nerve-wracking up there, but I think that your nerves kind of played into that a lot, and it played into things like your conducting, and you're kind of like jittery, but then you weren't at the same time.
Yeah, kind of what Jenna said, you could just take a breath and slow down a little, because you went, now we're gonna do this, now we're gonna do this,
Yeah, it's
now we're
good.
gonna do this, and I was kind of like, all over the place, like,
Yeah.
it was really, I mean, I'm a girl, I talk fast too, but it was actually hard for me to follow, because you were going so fast, I was afraid you were gonna pass out, because you just weren't breathing
Yeah.
in between words.
Okay.
Yeah, similar. I like your preparation. What you wanted to do was really good. I felt like you had a little difficulty articulating it. But it was like you're muttering and stumbling a little bit with words. But other than that, I thought what you wanted to do was really good.
Okay.
Any other comments for Wyatt?
Yeah.
Matt?
One mechanical thing you might want to work on is your entrances.
Okay.
Some of them are really good, and then some of them you would stop right even before because you knew.
Yeah.
So work on that. I thought your pace was really good. Just the transitions, like everyone's saying, it's just a little unclear. But,
Gotcha.
And this is a comment for all of you. You need to be really specific about what you want in terms of articulation. Everyone is talking about dynamics and entrances and that sort of thing. Those are easy things to talk about because the composer tells you this needs to be louder, this needs to be softer. But the composer doesn't always tell you exactly what style. So if the ensemble is playing bum, ba bum, bum, ba bum, and they're all doing it differently, you should address that. And if you're not hearing that they're all doing it differently, then you need to really turn up your ears when you're standing up there, which I know is not an easy thing to do. But that's the next step for many of you, is to not just deal with the surface things. Be a good musician and deal with style. One other thing, and this has happened with more than just you, Wyatt, If you're gonna sing something, you have to sing it in the right style. So Wyatt, when you sang for them,
Oh.
da 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 da, that's not how it's marked. Is that how you want it to sound?
No.
Okay. Because what you're doing when you sing a rhythm for them is whether you want to or not, you're teaching by rote.
Okay.
And so they're gonna rote learn da 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 da, and I don't think that that's what you want. Because what he wrote is da 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 bum ba ba, right? So anytime you sing the style you want. Otherwise, they won't play it that way. Okay? And that's not just a comment for Wyatt. All right, it's good. Thanks, Wyatt.